So if you want to become a trucking dispatcher, the first thing you need to learn is what types of trailers do you want to work with, because you don't want to be booking refrigerator loads for a flatbed trailer. So before you book your first load, you have to pick what type of equipment you want to work with. For example, flatbeds are super complicated. There's a lot of over-dimensional stuff, you need permits, so it might not be the best fit for beginners that are trying to get into dispatching. A better fit would be something like a dry van where freight is more consistent, it's everywhere, it's the most popular trailer. So if you pick the wrong trailer to start, say for example like the flatbed we just mentioned, it might be too hard to learn, too many things to learn, it might stress you out, might get overcomplicated, and it's gonna discourage you from moving on farther and becoming a dispatcher. So before we jump into like how to book loads, where to find loads, where to get drivers, where to get hired to, let's figure out which type of equipment is gonna work best for you to help you succeed and make your chances a whole lot better in making it into this industry. So let's get into that right now. So we're just gonna break the trailer types in 3 categories: the dry vans, refrigerated trailers, and flatbeds. The flatbeds still branch off, have a whole bunch of other types of trailers, but we're not gonna get into that today. So let's go over these 3 main ones and see which one's the best fit for you. So if you're looking just to start a dispatcher, the hands down the easiest trailer to get into is going to be the dry van. The dry vans are basically like the all-purpose type of trailer for the trucking industry. There's the most freight for them, they're the most common trailers, and they're the most easiest to deal with, especially if you're just starting off. There isn't much to learn with the dry van, just the length. So say if you got a 53-foot dry van, 102 inches wide, 110 inches tall, as long as you know the dimensions of the dry vans, and that's the most common one, you are going to be fine. It's going to be the easiest time to book freight for it. Then yes, there are other types of dry vans like 48 footers, 96 wide, 100 and something tall, but we're not going to get into all that today. Today we're just trying to figure out which trailer you're going to choose to start your dispatch journey. So next we're going to get into the refrigerated trailer. It's pretty much like a dry van but temperature controlled. Consider like a big refrigerator. So any items that need to be like temperature controlled will go on a reefer instead of the dry van. What I dislike about the reefer trailers is that there's a lot of claims, right? The reefer breaks down, you're hauling some ice cream, it melts down, and now you can't deliver it, they won't accept it, and now you gotta file a claim against your insurance. Another thing I really hate about reefers is that appointments. There's very strict appointments at shippers and receivers. So if you miss your pickup or delivery, you might be sitting for hours, if not days at a time. Besides that, it's pretty much like a dry van, I think. It's not a bad trailer to get into if you want to start dispatching, but my overall experience, I think for beginners, is best to get into dry vans if you were to ask me. Now let's get into the flatbeds. You know, for me, in my opinion, I think that's the hardest one to get into for beginners. There's so many different types of flatbeds out there, it's crazy. You got like normal flats, which are the most popular, step ducks, low boys, double drops. I mean, the list goes on and on. RGNs, I mean, they just go on and on. So it's very difficult to learn and it's very difficult to book freight if you don't know what you're doing. A lot of these loads require permits for oversize, they require tarping. I mean, all this stuff, like I said, for different video, but these are all different things that you need to learn. So if you're just gonna get into dispatching, honestly, like I said before, dry vans is the way to go. Just kind of get your feet wet, check out the industry, see what you like. And then once you learn that, it's easier to learn all the other things later. So if you really want to get into dispatching, I suggest you start learning about the trailers now. Do your own research, check it out, see what interests you, see what you want to do, and then you can make a decision after you do your own research. This is going to be part 1 of the series that I'm going to make right now on how to become a dispatcher. I just don't have the time to sit down and shoot like an hour or 2 of content and then edit it and put it out as one video. So I will break it up into parts, probably like 4 or 5 parts, and then later on I'll put them all together and release it as one video. But for now, this is part 1. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, which trailer you're going to choose before you become a dispatcher. Also, please make sure to subscribe so that way you can see the other parts and get notifications for them, as I will be dropping them very soon.
Okay, let's go.